Genésio, the prospector of universal culture. A born adventurer, free, he made art his plane over the world. He reached unexpected destinations and conquests, making him a nationally and internationally recognized artist. We are talking about Genésio, now 75 years old and with a 51-year artistic career. He was born in Botucatu, São Paulo, and took his art far beyond Brazil. Some critics have called him the Brazilian Picasso for the diversity in his contemporary art, but he worked in several areas before art was his flagship. He started working at the age of 8 as a shoeshine boy to help his family at home, and during his life he had several jobs. Still, the one that was his most extraordinary support before art, and one of his great passions, was the area of construction and architecture, which was the support he had to travel and venture around the world.
Então, ele é um artista, na minha opinião, um artista completo, tá? Não só para a questão da arte, desenvolvimento de pintura de quadros, etc. Ele tem uma destreza muito boa para a questão de projetar também uma casa na situação manual, fazer as perspectivas, entendeu? Hoje em dia, que um artista desse é raridade, você não encontra, tá? Como ele morou, inclusive, em vários lugares do Brasil, principalmente no Pará, né? Que lembra ali a floresta amazônica e tal, e ele gosta de sempre lembrar. Você vê que nos quadros dele tem a cultura negra, né? Então, assim, do sertanejo. Então, você vê que ele pega várias situações aí de várias regiões do Brasil. Então, é bem característico brasileiro mesmo.
His work with art in Brazil went around several regions, from the north to the southeast. When he lived in Algodoal Island in Pará, he started to produce art in nautical sails. After a few years, he moved to Ilhabela, the coast of São Paulo, known as the sailing capital. He participated in the construction and collaborated with the sailing school building arts of the renowned sailor Lars Greol, who became a great friend. Genésio produced 13 sails that were exhibited, marking a significant advance for his career. In 1979, Genésio began to take his art to the world, both nationally and internationally. He sold and exhibited his art in Europe, in countries such as Portugal, France, Spain, Italy, Holland and Switzerland, and also in the American continent, in the United States. In Brazil, he held several exhibitions from São Paulo to Pará, in universities, museums, art salons, hotels, newspapers, galleries, and many others. He had reviews published by great names such as Generaf de Valle, Oscar D'Ambrosio, Italian critic Andrea Pacci, Ademir Martins, Paulo Klein, Enoch Sacramento, all praising his work and life as a multifaceted artist. Genésio was responsible for the design and architecture of a barbecue restaurant in Bahia called Sal e Brasa, where he projected and built the entire space, besides reproducing his artwork in the internal environment. He collaborated with the design and works in stores on Augusta Street in São Paulo and Jardins, the capital's noble district. In his works, he portrays Brazil well, and the Brazilialities, such as the cangaço, the Brazilian countryside, black people and the African culture, workers and players, and childhood elements such as the pio and the kite, typical Brazilian toys, always using warm tones that are part of his identity. He currently lives in São José do Rio Preto, in the countryside of São Paulo. Now, with 51 years of artistic career, Genésio is embarking on a new adventure, taking his art to a new territory, a new country. He will go to the United Arab Emirates and leave a part of his work and feelings in this country, just as he did throughout his life. Genésio, the prospector of universal culture.